Hello and good morning. Today is Virgo new moon, Women's Wisdom Circle. Hi, my name is Shannon Gordon, and I'm honored and blessed to be here today. Today is 2023 09/14. We're Thursday, September 14. And like to talk about how we have our beautiful Virgo new moon. I like to just go over a little bit about my self-care and my self-love, my self-worth practice that I do daily. I bring it in daily for myself. Gratitude is a number one, and love, knowing that it's infinite and unconditional, really holds me in a space where I'm worthy. Um, I have essential oils. I am a doTERRA essential oil advocate, and I love to talk about the essential oils and share the oils that I use, that I bring in myself, my family, my community. I have a great essential emotions um, oil insight card deck that I use from essentialemotions.com. On my journey, I've been really leaning into and bringing in the beautiful energy of my self-worth from the perspective, the looking through the lens of self-worth. And my journey, my life experiences really have a common theme. And for me, it's about becoming aware of the self-doubt and the chatter that comes in through my mind, and that the self-doubt and questioning my worth. And it's important in your mindset to have an outstanding self-worth attitude, mindset. So on my journey, I'm sharing different experiences and tips and suggestions and things that I do on my journey that you may not be aware of, because you don't know unless you know, right? Literally, we do not know unless we know. So we tune into the energy of what else is possible, looking at it through an infinite and unconditionally love space. So back to the essential emotions cards. I like things in sets of three. And the three oils that I have chosen to work with recently are peppermint, which is a buoyant heart. And peppermint brings us joy. It lifts me over the storms of life. And I was thinking about this, and I like peppermint. Peppermint is a great oil to use. And here it says mental clarity, buoyant, optimistic, and relieved. And that's how I feel when I have this self-worth mindset that I bring in to my energy in life and business. So I bring that into every aspect of my life and business. Is the joy, right? And then I thought, well, let's go further. And what tools will assist me with having a buoyant heart? The oil of peppermint. And clove bud came in. Clove bud is boundaries. And having a buoyant heart really is an interesting aspect of having healthy boundaries that serve us, our highest good and the highest good of all. So with the clove bud, we bring in healthy boundaries. I create healthy boundaries and advocate for my needs. And that's a beautiful, empowered mindset. It's okay to have healthy boundaries. And this one also says empowered, clear boundaries, independent, assertive. So we have a buoyant heart, healthy boundaries. So we have peppermint and clove bud oil. And the third oil that I channeled in, for lack of a better word, is ginger. And ginger is the empowerment oil. And I am capable of creating the life of my dreams. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to share the amazing potentiality of what else is possible, infinite and unconditional. Like, unless you know what else is available to you, what else is out there for you, you may not know the questions to ask on your journey. Thinking outside of the box. And I'm a proponent, an advocate for thinking outside of the organized religion box. There, I've said it. And some may agree and some may not agree. And I would like to share that spirituality is so much more than organized religion. And we have a choice. We become empowered, we become self-reliant, and have a buoyant heart when we get to choose how we celebrate our life, our planet, ourselves, each other. When we have freedom of spirituality, that it's not dictated or mandated, we have the free will to choose what is right for us, what aligns with us on our journey. So we have empowerment, a buoyant heart, and healthy boundaries. So I love this little trifecta of awesome essential oils that I have been bringing into my life for the past month. And I'm sharing that with you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm happy to assist, to be a resource, to share resources and tips. I'm an open book. Please ask questions. So welcome to our new moon circle. And we've got a little bit of background in our Virgo. And I like to go into the Virgo archetypes. And I use a great book called the Shamanic Astrology Handbook. And I studied in my priestess, high priestess, it's alchemical creation, priestess, high priestess, and creation goddess, a year and a day. So I've studied for 3 years with the shamanic astrology, the creating a dynamic year, and the natural rhythms to nature's creation secrets. And I can tell you that it is really giving me a lens through which to view so many things that have come up on my journey throughout this time and beyond. And I feel like the doTERRA oils, the ability for me to have the freedom to have that healthy boundary so that I choose, I decide what I bring into my spirituality. What does my daily devotional look like for me? And it wasn't always that way, that thinking that it was open and unrestricted. I was brought up in a Irish Roman family, Catholic church energy in our house. And there you go. So it never fit for me, and it doesn't. But I can tell you, being a mystic, being the Wooberry Witch, being who I am, freely practicing and sharing and shining my light, has opened up so much and so many opportunities for me to meet the most amazing people and to work as a client, to work as a mentor, as a guide, a coach on the journey. And it's been a beautiful experience. And the more I lean into and step into that beautiful creativity and the flow of the universe, more comes into the light, right? There's even more that's illuminated along the way. So we are going to speak into the Virgo archetype. And the Virgo archetype is an earth sign. Virgo is an earth sign. And we have earth energy for the physical realm. So the beautiful sign of Virgo in the physical realm provides a container for our experience here on Mother Earth. The Earth itself is an amazing being. Look around, look in nature and explore Earth's lakes and mountains, flowers, deserts, and jungles. Each varied face she presents in her natural state is filled with beauty. So Earth provides our food and shelter and serves as the source for all our experiences of the material realm. And those earthly experiences bless us with abundant gifts. The key word for Earth, the physical realm, is sacred. A developmental task is to embody wholeness, to express gratitude. Primary power is to stand on your own. That's self-worth, right? So we have this beautiful physical container that we know of as our bodies, and we each have an individual experience here on Earth, and we get to choose the type of experience we experience at any given time. And I am here to share with you that it's profound, but it's very true. I shouldn't say but, and it's very true that there is infinite and unconditional possibilities. And all it takes is a 1% shift, 1%, to quantumly shift the trajectory of your entire life experience. And I know this, and I share this, I teach this, I guide this, I mentor this in this self-love journey where I hold sacred space for my beautiful clients to shift that 1% and quantumly expand the trajectory of the experience of their life journey and their business. So our bodies are incredible, incredible. They hold the elements within us, and it's our water, our air, and fire, the spark of spirit that constitutes our individual essence with the blessing of physical container, our bodies. We are given this gift of being able to touch one another, to experience a kiss, to hold the hand of a child, to feel the sun on her face, to open to the magic of movement, to taste the ripeness of delicious fruit, and so many more earthly delights. When we are conscious of these gifts, we realize our bodies are a priceless miracle. And this is why it's a heartfelt share that you matter. Wherever you are on your journey, whoever you are, you matter. And your self-worth shining in who you are is amazing. You are an amazing being. You are here during such a time. You get to choose the experience each and every time. The universe is for you, not against you. And this is truth. your heart, it's your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, right? So it's beautiful to know that we have free will to experience the experience. We can skim the surface of the water, you know, on a watercraft type of vehicle or modality, a canoe, a boat, a raft. You can choose to swim in the watery depths of your journey and really feel what that is like for you. Experience it with your senses. Like, your senses are more than just seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling, touching. We have our clair senses, and those are somewhat untapped resources within us to experience the experiences. Adding in the layer of our clairs totally amplifies the experience that we have. Okay, so we've got a beautiful skimming the surface, right? So we can skim the surface, we can swim, we can also choose to snorkel, we can choose to scuba, we can choose none of those experiences and choose something completely different. It's so beautiful. It gives me goosebumps sharing this, because unless you inquire with curiosity and wonder and childlike play, what else is possible? How else can I experience my life journey in such a way that it illuminates my soul and shines my light? And that vibration is amazing, completely amazing. So, one reminder is the reminder of practicing gratitude. And how often do we take it for granted? And how often do we celebrate, appreciate, and give gratitude for the rich and abundant blessings on our physical realm? That's part of my daily devotional practice, my self-care, my self-worth, is being grateful and showing gratitude for all the things and more. Because that which I desire to bring in to manifest is already there for me. So when connected to the value of physical experience, we develop the soul quality of earth, which is expressed in gratitude. Gratitude for every moment of health, for every time we wake up in a warm bed, have a full belly, hold another person and dance them away. Expressing gratitude for the infinite and unconditional blessings that are bestowed upon us each and every day. For me and my family, my community, my clients, my friends, my planet, for all of us. So the element of earth teaches us to honor the physical realm, to live in a state of gratitude and grace, to be aware of cycles and transitions, to form an internal connection to the sacredness of our life. And this is a beautiful theme, the archetype of Virgo, the earth archetypes, because there are three. So there's so much more that we can explore and lean into and learn as we tune into the element of earth. It's infinite layers, just like our cycles. It's never the same from one moon to the next, or from one month to the next, or from one year, or week, or day. We are evolutionary beings, as our entire ecosystem. on our planet. So I thought that would be fun to share some of the corresponding um, teachings with our um, element of Virgo and an earth sign. So Virgo also guides us into sacred space. Um, there's a ceremonial attitude about everything we do when we choose to bring in the energy, the archetype of Virgo. It's reverent co-creation with a sacred patterning of life. And we have Spider Woman who weaves the web of life. Virgo also notices when the patterns are out of harmony and realigns existing patterns using medicine tools, including herbs, and that can be our essential oils, sound vibration, color, our chakra energy centers, right? So there are many ways that we can realign ourselves on our journey. And that's the fun thing about the spirituality and daily devotion practices is that you get to choose how you experience that. It can be very basic and you can skim the surface. You get to choose if you want to swim in that beautiful energy of what does my sacred space look like for me? Do I have a sacred space? Do I want to revisit that and perhaps bring in a different layer to my self-worth and have sacred space, a special place in my house or my bedroom or my business, my workplace, my workspace? What does that look like for you? Indoors or outdoors? And you get to choose what elements you bring in, crystals, your tools. If you like to use the singing bowls, the energy vibration, would you like to have the beat of the drum, right? Would you like the bells, a flute, a guitar? Or do you choose to dance? Bring in the energy of dance to your sacred space. What does that look like for you? So we have the Virgo archetype. It's a giver energy and total dedication to the sacred work. We could talk about the sacred work all day long. Love the Virgo archetype, and sharing that is a beautiful gift. It lights me up to share circle, sacred space, and inquiring and asking what else is possible. So women's mysteries, including the Moon Lodge. Lineage includes druids, hierophants, priest and priestess, and other wisdom keepers of the earth, the shaman, shawoman. What is my sacred work at the turning of the ages? Do you feel called as a mystic? Right? Are you leading, guiding your own circles? Is that something you aspire to do? You coach, a mentor? Like, truly, the world is our oyster. And what a time to be alive to experience the journey and the layers of which we get to choose skimming, swimming, snorkeling, and scuba. So Hestia or Vesta is priest or priestess. In Greek or Roman times, the first prayers were offered to Hestia, which is Greek, or Vesta, which is Roman, because the people knew it was this goddess who performed the sacred ceremonies at the right time. Their culture would not fall apart. That was the old belief system of what they knew. There were no statues because her function wasn't an ego thing, and she was never found in a beauty contest because her job had to do with her sacred function and did not include indulging personal concerns. So, ideally, Virgo performs a sacred offering for the benefit of the people in the community. And I think that's a really big, well, I feel this is a really big part of why I love to hold circle and to share circle. And for me, sorting out going live and how come it's not showing me, let's just do it and post it in and ask questions and let people decide what's right for them on their journey. So there's a quote in a book by Morgan Llewellyn called Druids, and it says, "From star to tree to insect, each fragment of creation is part of one design, the pattern of being that extends unbroken from the other world to this world. The pattern is constantly in motion, connecting us in life and death to the source of all being." And I'm going to call in sacred space. And I like to use the sacred guide, natural rhythms, sacred guide. This is what I use. So I'm going to invite you um, to use your common sense, best judgment, and decide if this is a time. I gently recommend not operating equipment, machinery, or any type of vehicle at this time. Listen to this replay when you are in a space where you can relax and enjoy and not have your attention on being responsible for operating equipment, machinery, vehicles, etc. Invite the direction of the east and the element of fire, the action realm, to our circle. With fire, we activate new beginnings, our passion, sexuality, vitality, and growth. We honor the power of transformation and purification. We invoke the power of the sun, light, life force energy, and our radiant selves. We connect with our ambition, warmth, and joy. Reclaim the power of our actions and align them with the highest good for all. We invite the direction of the south and the element of water, the emotional realm, to our circle. With water, we activate our emotional maturity and ask to have the wisdom to respond instead of to react to life. We ask that our emotional realm be clear, clean, and current. We invite and honor our inner child and the deep teachings of the mirror of relationships and the potency of regeneration. We activate and align the water power of love with the highest good for all. We invite the direction of the west and the element of air, the mental realm, to our circle. With air, we activate the precious gift that the breath of life gives us. We ask to hear our inner voice of wisdom, and we activate our ability to consciously set the vibrational tone of our lives. We ask to see cosmic and archetypal perspective of our personal and mass consciousness belief systems. We open to deep listening to one another. We call on the angelic realm and all those who assist us on the inner realm to guide our path. We claim the air power of intention and align our intentions with the highest good of all. We invite the direction of the north and the element of earth, the physical realm, to our circle. With earth, we activate our ability to gain inner knowledge from our connection to nature. And we ask to embody wholeness, the spirit fully connected to our bodies, for constant awareness of the sacredness of all life. We ask to hear the deep wisdom of our body as it assists us in maintaining good health. We learn to structure sustainable foundations and earth-centered systems. As we develop the soul quality of gratitude, may Earth share with us her guidance on fertility and abundance, so we may become grounded in all endeavors. As we activate the power to stand on our own, may we be aligned with the highest good for all. We invite the direction of center and spirit to our circle. We honor both the divine feminine and the divine masculine. We activate the as above, so below mysteries, and the as within, so without mysteries. We ask to align the forces within toward inner balance, allowing the wisdom and rhythm of the sun and moon to guide our own lives. We call on those connected to sacred union, Magdalene and Christ, God and Goddess, Shakti and Shiva. We call forth our own inner essence and ask that our expression in the world be toward the highest good of all. May we grow in our ability to activate a unified field of awareness, bringing forth our spirit-filled desires with grace and ease, and so it is. I'm going to speak into the new moon, our Virgo new moon. So the new moon provides you with one of the three earthy new moons of the year. It forms a time for solid planning and grounded action. So are you feeling like you should be in planning stages? You should be in grounded action? Well, that makes sense. It forms a time for you to review plans that you already have in place to determine what they need in order to come into fruition. Sorry. And it's really interesting to see that you can go in and assess what is required at this time. And you can even go in to the elements individually and ask them, Earth, what guidance do you have for me today about my planning? What guidance do you have about grounded action? And then ask that from each of the elements. It's very powerful because they each will give you something different. So write down your new goals in detail so you can move forward step by step and make your plans for the final months of the year. Like, my goodness, we are in the third quarter. October, November, December. We're almost halfway into September. So now's a great time for planning out your third quarter, the last 3 months of your year. Not to say that we're skipping past the rest of September, because we have beautiful autumnal equinox celebration coming up very soon. And that is going to be so much fun. I have a beautiful guidebook specifically for Mabon, which I like to refer to as the Mystics Thanksgiving, or the Witches Thanksgiving, the woo-woo Thanksgiving. It's coming up for next week. So Virgo loves order. So ask yourself what needs to be completed or organized in order to increase your productivity in your personal and professional life. And just take them one at a time. And as always, I lovingly recommend 1 or 2 intentions work the best, as if it's spread too thin, it's too much busy work and not that grounded action that really propels us forward to bringing our intentions into form, manifesting that which we desire. So this is a great time to tie up loose ends and handle completions. Completions boost the energy you have available for creation. You don't have to do it all during the 3-day new moon. Then make a list of what needs to be done and mark the time in your calendar for handling the tasks so you'll be ready when that time comes. So I like to use lists, checklists, and planning. Like I have an end goal and I reverse engineer and I break it down and I really pull in my personal cycles of astrology because my cycles are different than anybody else's cycles, including our planetary cycles where we are at the new moon and full moon. And they occasionally align, but when I love this piece because I love to work with my clients and reverse engineer and break it down. We, when working with me, I take you on a beautiful experiential journey of your sacred archetypes from your birth chart, your natal chart. And we blend in what that looks like on the ancient rhythmic cycles. And we put it together so beautifully that at any given time, you know, you can feel the energy of it's a rest, it's a dance, it's a get stuff done, it's a travel, it's a plan, strategize, work on my content. Like there is an ebb and a flow with our own personal cycles based on our own individual astrology and the ancient rhythmic cycles of the planetary cosmos, right? So, learning how to navigate that is a beautiful way to harmonize your day to day and even planning and strategizing for what your business looks like. And knowing that these are available options to us to explore is amazing. 10 years ago, I did not know that this, and this could quantumly shift me 1% into anything that I desire. Anything, whatever I desire to manifest, to bring into form, to follow and to pay attention to the ebb and the flow and the cycles, and to keep dancing with the wheel. Take time during this new moon window to sit in meditation, asking where in your life you need to more deeply connect to the sacred, to the earthly realm. Take notes about what you receive as you tune into this Virgo energy and follow up with any insights you receive. I like to gently remind you how amazing it can be as you lay down in bed to go to sleep for the night. You're grateful for all the things and invite in being able to remember messages, symbols, ideas that come in during your dream time so that when you awake in the morning, you can jot them down. And throughout the day, you've got your phone or a notebook. A phone is best. You can do a voice audio, send yourself an email. I do that all the time. One of the things that I do also is like each day I create a document of the day and I title it 2023-09-14 and I call it Shannon's blog. And I write down my gratitude statements because I invoke the power of Vesta. And that starts my daily devotional practice. And I write in my gratitude statement. It's very personalized for myself. I include all the things. And next I go in and I copy and paste in my daily chakra energy. Then I go in and I tune into the essential oils and I drop that in. So each day I have a document. It's my living journey, right? And I have this going back to January. I have a document for each day, all the ideas that come in. And I add to those via email. I can copy and paste it at a later time, or I can put it right into my document on the drive. So that's a hot tip for you. That way, everything is there and it's totally searchable in the drive. One word or a date, and you can pull up that document and zoom right into it. So that's how I'm able to write my trilogy of books that are going to be published. I have 3 books. I'm just ecstatic about sharing that. So, let's see, Virgo is the archetype of the priest or priestess. So perform a ceremony to boost your creations. Again, choose your journey, choose the experience of that ceremony. You're going to skim the surface and make it very basic that works for you. You're going to dive in and really explore bringing in different elements to illuminate your creativity. Spend time connecting to the patterns, rhythms, and cycles of nature. It's so amazing to step out in nature and to notice a bird song, a beautiful spider web, the intricate details of a spider web. And then where does that lead you when you follow that thread that's being woven in nature? What comes up for you as you are leaning into the inquiry? What else is possible when I notice what I notice? I invite you to explore that in a number of ways that resonate with you. Zoom in, feel the feels, the clairs, sort of what's coming in for you. Write it in your journal, make a voice note, and then zoom out. Change the lens from which you view your present circumstances. Change the lens through which you view your goals, your dreams, your desires. 1%, 1% completely changes your trajectory. And it starts with your self-worth. So personal actions, you can appreciate your body. Like I struggled for the longest time, and I was so mean to myself about my body. That's changed. That's totally changed. But it was a lot of work over a long period of time. Be sure to give your body what it desires, what it's going to sustain you in the highest vibe possible. I've learned over the years, cheese is not my friend. Pasta is not my friend. Bread is not my friend. And recently, rice is not my friend. 3 years ago, I learned when the ick was really going around, my body would no longer tolerate bananas, peanut butter, or graham crackers. So that has been removed from my diet. I've completely cut down. We don't have chips. We don't have juice. We don't have soda. We don't have, donuts. I make a lot of things from scratch. We don't buy prepared packaged foods. I make from scratch a lot of stuff. We've removed additional sugars and salt, the way we shop, what we bring into our house to put into our bodies. We've made a lot of changes in this 3-year period from 2020, and we're healthier for it. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Spend time in nature, like gardening. I love to garden. I love being out in nature. I love to walk. Planting a tree. Yes. Give thanks and appreciate the element of earth as you connect with her. Make sure your financial goals are in writing. Really grounds them in to bring them in to physical form, right? Handle unfinished household or gardening chores. Handle the details. What does that look like? And incrementally, do it incrementally, because that's a great place to start. A new exercise plan. Virgo is one of the best new moons of the year for creating a beautiful exercise plan. I love that. And so organize and create new systems for more order. The Virgo in me says, get it done. Even though Virgo would like it to be perfect, it doesn't have to be perfect. Getting it done is a huge check off on the checklist, right? Activate your priestess within by joining an online circle that begins on this new moon. So join me, work with me. If you are a heart-centered creative, if you are a magical mystic who desires to shift the trajectory of your life and business, I guarantee 1% shift will make all the difference. And it starts with your self-worth. And that's my focus for myself and for my clients. Because once that shift takes place, you are unstoppable to your self-wealth. AF. Abundant fun, of course. I love to work with beautiful, heart-centered, creative women on their journey to exploring what does that look like, ditching that self-doubt, ditching that uncertainty, and bringing in an amazing high vibe self-worth, energy mindset, a buoyant heart, empowered, and healthy boundaries. The sky's not the limit. We go beyond. We go beyond. Twice a month, new moon and full moon. And we do the work. Hold sacred space for you. And we do it together. I'm your cheerleader. I lovingly hold you accountable. There's no judgment. There's no shame. You are where you are on your journey. And I help my clients bridge that gap from self-doubt to self-worth to self-wealth AF. And that's what I do. It's my specialty. So for your professional and business action suggestions for the Virgo new moon, make sure your living will, your regular will, and your insurance is up to date. It's a good time to do the check, right? Put systems into place for emergencies and update the ones that you have. It's a good time. That's the order piece of Virgo. It's just go through, everything that you have. Things change, different websites have a different link, the insurance. We recently noticed insurance cards were spelled incorrectly, 2 different ways incorrectly for one of the boys. So those needed to be ordered out. We got their physicals, got their dental appointments, like all squared away. It's beautiful. And it reminded us to double check to make sure the other things that we tend to. I created a notebook for all the things. We have copies of their current insurance cards. We have copies of their physicals. We have copies of the dental, of the courses they're taking. They've gone back to public school after 3 years. Yay, boys. And so we have the classes, the schedules, the days of the week, and all the things that are going on with the extracurricular and whatnot. So I made a binder. So everything is within reach and organized. Sun number 1, sun number 2, and like everything's in there. It's all organized. So, goddess forbid anything should happen. Those that will be picking up the responsibility will be informed, and it won't be like, oh my gosh, I have no idea. It's all right there. And that's a Virgo thing. Make sure your valuables are inventoried. One of my clients had moved into a new house and they needed to have some repair work, some remodeling work done. And before that started, I lovingly suggested to start documenting the inventory of the household. And it's a good thing too, as it turned out, some of the things went missing and they had a document, they had pictures, they had it documented in the binder. And they had one of those lock keys, so they knew who was coming and who was going at any given time. They also had like the nanny cams indoors as well as the ring outdoors. So they put it all together and they were able to determine who took what, and took the legal action required. So make sure you categorize, that you inventory with physical proof of purchase, sales receipts for major things, right? And take a picture, especially of you, like holding them, whatever that may be, both home and at work. Make sure they're organized so you can find them easily. Again, it's like a little binder, like a little half ring binder for your home inventory, a little half ring binder for your business inventory. We never know what's going to happen. Your camera, your laptop, your recording equipment, your books that you use for your coaching or your art, whatever that looks like for you. Create a list of anything else you need to come into place for a strong business foundation. Take solid steps toward building that foundation. Also, like, evaluate your business management systems. Are there any areas that you could strengthen to really help support you? Maybe it's time to hire a part-time VA. What does that look like? That's a great time to strategize what that looks like for you. What could be taken off of your plate so that you can give more focus to hold space for your group coaching or your group courses, programs. So either review or create your business financial goals and or expenses, income, and investments. Like, that would be a great thing. Have a half-inch notebook for your strategic plan. What does that look like for you? It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be written out. You can type it in and put it all graph. And again, you choose the experience. You can skim the surface or you can scuba, whatever that looks like for you on setting up those business financial goals and your personal financial goals. Those are important. Develop new strategies and systems for step-by-step business growth. Why not? My dream goal, and I will achieve it, is an 8-figure business. And I'm on my way. I am absolutely on my way, because I found that 1% trajectory quantumly shifts the entire experience for me and my clients. They've proven it over and over and over. It's amazing how transformation happens when you choose a different experience. 1%. Connect with ways you can bring the sacred into your workplace more effectively. Just by having a daily practice and being mindful, I bring in so much sacredness to my daily life, personal and for business. All right. So today I'm going to share, this is vibe number 14. This is raise your vibration. And this is Kyle Gray, such a cutie patootie. This guy is so amazing. He's got the purest energy. I just love this guy. And I love his work. Today's vibe 14 is putting down roots. And he talks about the base root chakra is the seat of the Kundalini energy. And the instinct of the Kundalini is to rise up. Rise up in your self-worth. Rise up. What is your why? What is your movement? What are you here to do? Inquire, explore. So it's very timely. And I'll let's see where we are on time. Okay, so Um, the the base root chakra is the seat of the Kundalini energy, and the instinct of the Kundalini is to rise up. In order for this to happen, it's important for its foundation to be strong. Imagine it being similar to well-primed soil in which seeds are planted. If the moisture and the temperature are right, everything is in place for those seeds to begin germinating, putting down roots and growing. Your job is to do the same with your intentions and energy. We've already mentioned that the base chakra governs your backbone, and that means that this place is all about feeling safe and having the courage to move forward in your life. That doesn't mean you have to be a roaring lion pouncing at every opportunity. It's about doing the inner work to have a strong and focused foundation. That foundation, that soil, is your core ideas and beliefs. The seeds are new ideas. The roots are the manifestations of those ideas in your reality. Activating your base chakra isn't only about putting down roots, though, but also about reclaiming your truth. It's about realizing and accepting that you have chosen to be here upon this planet and in this life. It's about you realizing that you weren't born to suffer, but embody expansion. And the only way to do that is to take your power back into your own hands. If you've been told that you're not safe or that the earth isn't safe, you have a huge opportunity to change this narrative. What do you want to change it to? What seeds are you ready to plant? So the vibe of the day reads, are you ready and willing to reclaim your life? It's time to know in your bones that you are safe on this planet. It's time to know that your body is the home of your soul. It's time to experience the world through the new truth that you have claimed for yourself. Let this set of affirmations support you. I am at peace with myself. I am at peace with my body. I am at peace with the earth. I recognize my strength. I am grateful for security. I completely accept that I have everything I need within me. I claim this as my truth. Thank you, Kyle. So let's see, today is 14. The new moon is exact at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Today's color is green. I like to bring in the magical almanac. And here. How are we doing so far? Today I'm going to guide us on a meditation for abundance. We're going to tune into the energy of Lakshmi for abundance. Lakshmi is a beloved Indian goddess of prosperity and good fortune. She's often depicted as a lotus flower upon an ocean of milk, holding symbols of abundance in 3 of her 4 hands, while her 4th hand is open in a gesture of receiving, offering her blessings of material and spiritual wealth. Lakshmi is the mother of manifestation. When we embody the wild wisdom of Lakshmi, we actively magnetize what it is we desire to call in. We release our deeply ingrained scarcity mentality, and we trust that all of our needs will be met with divine timing. So I invite you now to take a deep breath in and allow yourself to fully release all tension in your body as you exhale. Follow the natural ebb and flow of your breath for a few cycles. Begin to notice the sound of the waves upon the shore, matching the rhythm of your breath. From your vantage high in the sand dunes, you look upon an ocean, not of salt water, however. This ocean is made of milk, the timeless symbol of abundance. You continue breathing, following the natural ebb and flow of your breath. As you gaze into the vast sea of milk, you notice that there is a larger than life lotus blossoming on the surface. And at the center of the bloom sits a beautiful woman. Unlike a human woman, however, she has 4 arms. You recognize her immediately as Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance, holding a flower in one hand and a bowl of overflowing with milk in the other. Lakshmi asks why you have come to her shores, and you respond, I have come to seek your guidance, goddess, because I'm experiencing a lack, scarcity. And Lakshmi says, tell me, what is it that you do not have enough of? And you answer her. Lakshmi nods knowingly and says, I want to tell you a secret, one that many masters know, but that humans rarely believe. The universe is wise in that it always responds to our words and conspires to validate the things we say and think. If your practice is to dwell on thoughts and words that reflect scarcity and lack, the universe will certainly make it so. If you habitually say, I don't have enough money, then you will not have enough money. If you habitually think, I don't have real and lasting love, then you will not have real and lasting love. If your mindset is perpetually focused on your physical ailments, you will experience perpetual physical ailments. If you feel as though you never have enough time, you'll experience life as though you are in a constant race against the clock. But the universe is itself a place of eternal abundance. It is all providing, and there's always enough money, enough love, enough health, enough time. You look at Lakshmi, dubious, and say, I really don't think it's that easy. Lakshmi says, I know you don't, dear sister, but that is only because you were never taught otherwise. What would you do if you knew that changing your life is as simple as shifting your perspective? What if you knew that in order to receive, the first and most important step is to simply thank the universe for whatever it is you feel you lack, knowing that in doing so, you affirm that it will be provided? Skeptical, You ask Lakshmi to give you an example. Hold out your left hand and think for a moment about what you lack. Take a breath and offer your heartfelt gratitude to the universe for providing what you need with such ease and grace. Lakshmi says, remember, sister, abundance is the way of the loving universe. You look toward your upturned left palm and find that something is now there. You feel a sense of awe and wonder. Lakshmi says we can easily tap into this abundance by simply making a practice of offering thanks for gifts that are already on their way and opening with intention and gratitude to receive them. She then takes a drop of milk from her bowl, which magically transforms into a mother of pearl bead, and places it in your pouch. You thank Lakshmi for her wisdom and listen once again to the sound of the waves upon the shore. Connecting now to your own breath in this time and space, you become aware of your body. Moving with ease, you return to your body in your own time. Welcome back. Feel free to pause the video for journaling and what comes up for you. I have some further inquiry questions for you, for your journal prompts. What cultural messages have you internalized about abundance and scarcity? In what ways are you currently preventing yourself from experiencing the abundance of the universe? What would it feel like to give yourself permission to expect abundance? Your journal prompt. Further inquiry with the element of earth. I'm going to pause and feel into reflecting on the elemental energy of earth, the physical realm. This is great to do outdoors, safe, weather permitting, of course. So take time in nature to feel and to touch and connect with the element of earth. Allow your awareness and your consciousness to sink deeply into the soil beneath you and deeper down into Earth's body. Ask the earth to reveal her essence to you. Then wait and listen. When you receive a message, write it down. Write down the message from Earth without filtering it. Remember to thank Earth for all that you receive from her beauty. You can write notes on that reflection. You can tune in and ask yourself some further inquiry questions for journaling based on what we've covered so far in our circle, our moon circle. And you can inquire Earth in many ways to share insight and wisdom and messages from the physical realm, from Earth. Do you need to adjust or balance the physical matter in your life, in your body? foundations or finances in any way. So you can tune into that which you desire to work on. As a human in my life journey, I am myself, my self-worth. I'm a mother, a wife, I'm a mentor, right? I'm a friend, and I have other connections that um, are aligned, family connections, friend connections. And you can tune into each aspect. Think of it as a wheel, and you are the center, you're the hub. And radiating out from you, you have the mother, you have the partner or the spouse, you have the work, you have the home, so you can break it down as many spokes as you need, if you will. And you can pick one or two during the meditation and ask for insight and guidance, and take the time to have that quiet reflection so that you can balance that which you desire to work on or to bring in or to change, shift at this time in your life. And explore, how in tune do you feel to Earth, to Mother Nature, to Mama Gaia? How in tune do you really feel? Do you feel centered and grounded? And like, is your heart vibrating at that vibration that's congruent with the vibe of our planet Earth? So I invite you to further your journey of self-worth. I invite you, if what to share today as my Thursday gift day of circle, if it vibrates, resonates, feels right to you, if you're called to do more and you'd like to amp up or ramp up or really shift where you are on your life journey with your self-worth, sign up for my newsletter. Come follow me in my groups. I share amazing tips and resources. I love to share my knowledge and my experiences. I'd like to bring the circle to a close. I'd like to thank you for sharing this space with me, for watching the replay. I am grateful, infinitely and unconditionally grateful. Receiving and reciprocating the love and the joy. I'd like to close our circle, and I will transition into a couple of card pulls for today's circle. I need to call in and thank our beautiful elemental energies, archetype of Virgo, our beautiful abundance goddess Lakshmi, with beautiful wisdom you share. Our angels, our guides, ancestors, ourselves. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Releasing at the closing of this circle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is. All right, so I've got Priestess of Light Oracle deck. I'm going to shuffle the deck. Oops. Oh, this just popped right out there. Jumpy, jumpy. So I'm going to shuffle, and then I'm going to pull a card for the collective. Now, if you would like me to pull a card for you, please put in the comments, Virgo. Drop Virgo in the comments, and I will pull a card specifically for you for the Virgo new moon energy. Okay, here we go. Oh, I have goosebumps, like literally goosebumps up and down, head to toe. Guess what the card is? Abundance. Lakshmi. Abundance. Oh my goddess. Alrighty. I love the universe. I love the goddesses. I love myself. I love you. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. And that's the thing. Oh, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read the book. Oh, I had to keep it in front of me so you can see it. Yep. All right. So, number 28, abundance, fortune, wealth, and plenty. The goddess Lakshmi holds out her hands in divine offering, and the universe responds with such abundant blessings that gold coins come cascading down. The gold in her crown and on her neck, ears, and wrists shines with the life-giving light of the sun, which radiates upward from the top of her head. She's the light of the world, bringing boundless generosity. This portends a time of great joy and receptivity for you. The prosperity you've been longing for is coming your way. An investment may pay off, or an unexpected windfall may appear. But even if the increase in wealth comes slowly at first, the abundance is sure to expand as you allow yourself to focus on the present value already in your life. Always remember that value comes in many forms. There's good fortune in nature, friendships, and the simple moments of small joys. This grateful awareness will shine in your life like the sweet violet aura around Lakshmi's luminous being. At her feet, baby elephants herald the arrival of true prosperity, bringing with them an energy of strength and peaceful certainty. This card is telling you, rest assured, her great joy and prosperity will soon be expanding throughout your life. And this beautifully abundant affirmation reads, I open my mind and my life to the blessings of the universe. Unlimited wealth is coming to me in wonderful and unexpected ways. That is amazing. I love it. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm grateful and honored to be here today to share this space with you. Thank you. And I look forward to the full moon circle in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, please be sure to sign up for the newsletter. Like, follow, and share on the social media. You will have an amazing gift from me. So please sign up for my newsletter. Let's connect and let's explore the life journey and shifting our self-worth. Let's do this. For now.